マイケル・ジョーダンは1963年2月ニューヨークのブルックリンで生まれた。少年時代野球ではリトルリーグでピッチャー、州の大会で優勝したこともある。アメリカンフットボールのチームでは花形のクォーターバックを務めていた。そんな彼でも高校2年生の時、バスケットでは一軍チームに入れなかった。しかしこの挫折が彼の競争心を刺激する。さらにバスケットに打ち込んだ彼はわずか1年後、ハイスクールオールアメリカンにも選ばれるほどになったのである。大学はノースカロライナへ進み、地理学を専攻。当時1年の時のバスケットチームにはレイカーズのジェームス・ウォージー、サム・パーキンスがいた。1982年 NCAA 決勝戦、残り時間32秒。パトリック・ユーイング率いるジョージタウン大学がノースカロライナ大学を62対61でリードしていた。このアメリカ中が注目する場面でウォージーへパスが通らず、ジョーダンが決勝シュートを放つことになったのは運命の定めかもしれない。ジョーダンのジャンプシュートは見事に決まり、ノースカロライナは NCAA チャンピオンになった。このシュートでマイケル・ジョーダンという名はアメリカ中に知られることになる。そして全てはここから始まった。ACC ルーキー賞、2年連続カレッジプレイヤーオブザイヤー受賞。1984年ロサンゼルスオリンピックでアメリカチームを金メダルに導き、そしてその年ドラフトでシカゴブルズが指名。こうして彼の NBA シーズンが始まったと同時に NBA のマイケル・ジョーダン時代も始まったのだ。
Oh, it looked like he was in an F-16 that time.
But, you know, society just like to pick up on things that they may not be able to do or they've never seen before. And sometimes I do things that amaze myself, and when I amaze myself, I think a lot of other people get amazed by certain things I do also. It's God-gifted. It's a talent that I think that God gave me, and somehow I'm putting it to use by just going out and playing hard. It's got to be the easiest job in America. I consider it the easiest job. Yeah, I really enjoy playing the game of basketball, and even if it wasn't the NBA or any professional type of basketball, I'd still be playing. So it's not for the money. I don't play pro basketball for the money, although it helps you financially in this world. But I play because I love it, and even if it wasn't the league or if it wasn't UNC, I'd still be playing the game of basketball.
When Michael isn't slamming basketballs over the opposition, you most likely can find him on the golf course, relaxing and dunking in putts on the greens.
The 1988 NBA Defensive Player of the Year and the 1988 NBA MVP. He's a great athlete, but a better human being. Let's welcome back for his third Crosby, Mr. Michael Air Jordan.
As the National Basketball Association's most valuable player of 1988, Michael Jordan can attract a crowd anywhere, especially in his home state of North Carolina. Now, he may look like he's relaxing, but to Michael, golf is very serious business.
In the hole. Bring it up. I take it any day. I missed the $10,000, but I take it. That's only 8. Only 8? What you gotta say about that, sweetie?
I'll say you're great.
Nice shot, man. I take it any day. LT, eat your heart out. I'm only 2 over now. Might be 1 over after this hole. I plan on winning. Say about that, Bill. Where'd Bill go? Well, he says the same thing. Good.
Now, this is Air Jordan from the 18th tee. smooth as his left-handed jumper. Michael's got serious designs on joining the PGA when he hangs up his Nikes. Bill Steed from the E.I. DuPont Company is Jordan's teammate. They're currently 8 back of the leaders, Darrell Rogers and Lovick Brooks. Now quarterback Jim McMahon of the Chicago Bears with his second shot on 18. McMahon and Jordan are only a couple of the superstar athletes now in their prime playing here today. What attracts them to the Crosby?
I like competing. This gives me an excellent chance to compete on an individual platform, and I've never done that in my career. And I think the challenge is why I love it so much. I made 2 pars the first time I ever played, and from that point on, it was a challenge to see if I can make 18 pars, and I haven't quite done it yet, but I'm still working on it. Golf is a game of less of motion, and basketball is a lot of motion. And I deal with a lot of motion when I play, and when I play golf, I got to tone that down a whole lot and be more still and more patient.
Michael's bid for a birdie rolls long, but give him time. He's young and learns fast. It'll be interesting to see if Jordan does make the PGA. There would seem to be a world of difference between basketball and golf, but Michael is a different kind of guy who sees things his own way.
I mean, putting is very, very similar to free throw shooting. You know, it's a skill and technique, and you know, I think the swing is the same as a jump shot. I mean, you got to have the correct techniques before you become accurate with it, and same thing with the golf swing.
How do you handle your status and your fame? I mean, what do you do to keep the way you are?
I never really try to isolate myself from people.
Yeah.
I don't need bodyguards. I don't like riding in limos. I like driving for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like being the ordinary person. But you know, sometimes you got to put up with the burden of you know, being bothered and being asked to sign autographs at a particular time. And,
Right.
But it's just a part of the job, and you know, there's a lot of other benefits that come along with being popular, but there's a lot of negatives as well. I think what people tend to forget is that I'm human just like anybody else, and I have moods, good moods and bad moods, and I have good balance with my parents and my friends. They have been very supportive in a lot of things that I've done, and if I have problems, they've been very easy to lend an ear and help me solve problems. Yeah, it's a great united family, I think, from my mother and my father down to my brothers and sisters. And I try to treat them as good as I can, because I've been probably the fortunate one to achieve a lot, and yet in terms of fame and fortune, and I feel almost obligated to share it with them because they have a lot to do with it. They helped me grow up, and they helped me learn. Yeah, in 1980, it was 85, I broke my foot. I missed 64 games, which is probably the most maturing time of my whole life, because I realized that the game that I play I may not be able to play this game forever. You know, at any point in time, an injury could end that. And I had to look at the realistic side of it and start making some adjustments about my life and you know, protecting myself in terms financially and building up for the time after basketball.
The time after basketball should be an abundant one for Michael Jordan. His style of life, his style of play, even his style of dress have been translated into one of the most lucrative endorsement packages in professional sports.
Girl, you taught me how to hurt real bad and cry myself to sleep. Showed me how this town shattered dreams. Another lesson about a naive fool who came to Babylon. Found out that the pie don't taste so sweet. Now his guitar's Cadillacs, hillbilly music, lonely, lonely streets I call home. Yeah, my guitar's Cadillacs, hillbilly music, the only thing that keeps me hanging on.
Michael Jordan Foundation started September 20th, 1989. That's when you announced it, at least. Let's start with a real simple one. Why did you start it?
Well, I think it was something very simple. I think my mother and I, we sat down and said, well, we've been very fortunate in my, 4 or 5 years of success, if you want to call it that. Things have really fallen into place for us and for myself. And we tried to look for different avenues to give something back. And, you know, when she thought of the Michael Jordan Foundation, I thought it would be great, being that I got an avenue or something to give, but yet at the same time free my time as well as you know, my summer up as much as possible, and still have the attitude of giving to certain foundations or certain causes. And you know, knowing that I'm married now, I got a little kid, I felt that it would be better if I can get this established and spend more time with them and know that I'm still giving something back.
So it's mostly kids that you'll deal with then, right?
Yeah, it's more or less kids, because I have a great relationship with kids, as you see here with, at the Nike Sport Mart Clinic at Stadium. I just love kids for some reason. I relate very well with them. I try to be their friend as much as possible, and I guess my personality fits it very, very perfectly. I'm a very outgoing person, and I get along with everybody practically, except for Ann Armstrong. No,
Ann Armstrong, who runs the foundation for Michael, sitting out in the wings tonight. She knew she was going to get a shot tonight.
Yeah, but you know, I just got the personality to deal with people, and kids especially. I just feel very close to them, and I think they feel close to me, which is the attitude that I want them to perceive, that they can come up and talk to me at any point in time and not feel nervous about it. And as you see here with David, who's a kid that's been through a lot, and a lot of people don't know the inspiration that he still has, even though he's been through a lot, but he's still a strong individual. And I was very impressed by the way that he approached me meeting him and the situation that he's in, and he's very positive about it all.
Did anything ever happen to you while you were a kid? Did you ever have somebody who you looked up to like that, take you aside, give you advice, make an impression on you that way?
Not an athlete. I was more closely to my parents, coming from a smaller city and town, or country, if you want to say that. Yeah, I really looked up to them tremendously to give me guidance and leadership and to teach me right from wrong, which I think they did a heck of a job. Even though as growing up, you feel that they were a little hard on you, but looking back, you feel that you know, they really gave you some good insights about the life and about how to deal with it. And that's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give some sense of guidance for other kids who are not as fortunate as I to have parents as I had, and to be a close friend and give them some positive words it makes me feel good, and certainly I think it helps them out as much as possible.
Obviously, it's a real natural tug at the heartstrings when you see a kid like David who's had problems, and you know, kids who have some sort of illness obviously are a natural one to reach out and help. But I know the foundation also thinks about education and try to furthering education for kids.
Yeah, I think that's something that we all tend to forget because of the hype of sports and professional sports especially, is that's the easy life to gain success. But I think they tend to forget that education has a very important part of it all, because if you don't have the education, it's very tough to get into colleges to try to enhance your athletic abilities. And we try to express that as much as possible. It's okay to have dreams, but please let education be first, and then let your dreams follow. And I think it's something that kids need a little push to kind of get a good look at, and I think that's another emphasis that the foundation certainly try to stress.
Hand me down my hat. Hurry now and don't be play at a club outside of town. I was so surprised, I was hypnotized by the sound his cat put down. When I saw this short back guy stretch a man between his toes, hey, I laughed so hard, cause the man got down when it finally reached his toes. Hey, y'all, prepare yourself for the rubber band. Whoa, you never heard a sound like a rubber band. Man, you're bound to lose control when the rubber band starts to jam. Got that rubber band up on his toe, and then he wriggled it up around his nose. Guaranteed to blow your mind. Playing all the music, just keeping time. Where in the world did he learn that? Oh, Lord. Well, I have to get away. Rubber band, man. You'll never heard a sound like a rubber band. Whoa, you got to lose control. Rubber band starts to Rubber band, man, rubber band, man. How much of this stuff do we think we can stand? So much rhythm, grace, and debonair for one man? No. And then he had to go to twiddle his left toe, but through his knee, got a feeling in his head, y'all. Oh, come on, baby. Won't you cry yourself, dearie? Never heard a sound. Oh, he's a man, and he likes to jam. Moving up and down Boston Band. Got a wiggle all in his waist. Everything about him seems out of place. Just move, just a rubber band man. Just move, just move. A rubber band man, get down. Oh, get down, brother.
Preparation. It's my pleasure to present the
5年連続得点王、
Edge
2度の MVP 受賞、
to Michael
ありとあらゆ
Jordan.
る個人賞に輝いたジョーダン。しかし彼が最も欲しかったものはより輝かしい栄光に満ちたものであった。
By 3. Pippen for Jordan. Jordan. Oh, a spectacular move by Michael Jordan. That's series. Here's Jordan. Yes! Michael Jordan hitting on the driving reverse. The spin by Jordan and hits on the reverse. Michael had it knocked away. Look out. 76.
And there's that weak side attack as Jordan takes the lob.
And the Chicago Bulls have won their first ever NBA championship. The Bulls, greeted by a portion of this formed crowd as they try to get back to their locker room.
NCAA 優勝、オリンピック優勝を果たした彼にとって最後の大きな目標だった NBA チャンピオン。この優勝で全てのタイトルを手にしたジョーダンはバスケットのみならずスポーツ界の名実ともにスーパースターとなったのである。
I think it was a combination of things. I'm not quite sure that everyone gave the Bulls the credit they deserved throughout the season. I think everyone felt the balance of power was in the West this year, that Portland, in fact, was the best team, and when the Lakers got by them, that the Lakers then were just going to put the Bulls away. But the Bulls team was a deceiving team. They did it with a very intricate offense in the half-court area, the ability to score in transition, and then the great team defense.
And Michael Jordan has answered.
A 7-year struggle for me, you know, and for the city. And you know, when I came into this situation, we started from scratch. I mean, we started from the bottom. We hadn't made the playoffs in a couple of years, and I vowed that as long as I was with the team, we were going to certainly make the playoffs. And each year we got closer. We plugged. I saw each level of getting closer to the championship, and the light was still there, and I never gave up hope. I always had faith in that I was going to get it one day, and it took 7 years, but I'm happy I got it.
子供たちがバスケットボールをするとき、誰しもがマイケル・ジョーダンの真似をする。彼は子供たちにとって憧れであり、夢であり、そして神話なのだ。残り時間10秒であと1点を追うとき、その場面で世界中の目が彼に集中する。世界中の人が華麗なラストシーンを期待する。多くのファンや子供たちが見つめる中、彼は今度どんなドラマを見せてくれるのだろうか。